right, good morning, everyone. Good morning in the back. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Michael Van from Smitty and Mose, for hosting us today. I feel like we were just here maybe about a month or so ago doing a ribbon cutting. So really, really happy to be back in a small, locally owned business to announce the launch of Shop Newark. This is probably about 2 years in the making, almost, I would say. Karen Brown-Stavell from Forward Ever Sustainable Business Alliance came into my office excited with this idea that she had uncovered this program in another city in Essex County, and wanted to figure out how we could bring it to the city of Newark. My name is Aisha Glover. I'm the president and CEO at the Newark Community Economic Development Corporation. This program sits right in our wheelhouse in terms of supporting entrepreneurship, supporting small businesses, and really trying to think about how we're growing a strong local economy here in the city. So I was ecstatic to learn about the program, even more ecstatic to learn that there are 23 or 24 other cities that participate in a similar program, but Newark would be the largest. In fact, it would be the same size as all the other cities combined if we do it and do it right. And so that's part of the reason why we're here today, to make sure that we're announcing this so that way the businesses come out and sign up. The entire goal of the program is to help drive foot traffic, to help get all of these consumers that are in the city inside of these outlets, right? So as much as the city is growing and undergoing this renaissance, for us, it's equally important that small businesses grow as well. We cannot do this on a prayer alone. This has to really be supporting and doing whatever we can to make sure that there are boots on the ground and they're patronizing local businesses. So, and that's exactly what Shop Newark is designed to do. So next, I would like to call up Shanae Harris, Vice President at Prudential Financial. Prudential has helped to sponsor this program, but more importantly, they are truly an anchor in the city. They have invested, they don't just give out grants, they're really trying to think holistically about how we spark local employment, how we spark local economies, and so really driving the entire Buy Local initiative behind the scenes is Prudential and supporting programs just like this. So Shanae?
Good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Shanae Harris from Prudential, and I'm really pleased to be here. I'm just going to look at my remarks to make sure I don't forget anything. But we are so pleased to be a sponsor of this work, and I think that it's particularly noteworthy to announce this initiative here in the Gateway Complex because Prudential was an early investor in Gateway, which was one of the major economic development projects that occurred after the rebellion. And we know that businesses, local businesses like Smitty and Mose, that exist among this corridor and other commercial corridors in the city of Newark have helped to stabilize and fuel the city's revitalization since that moment in time. These businesses are crucial to our sustained prosperity as a city. Our local merchants provide the food, culture, and amenities and experiences that help the city to flourish. And the Shop Newark program is a Harvard-recognized national model for innovation in cities. So we're really happy to bring this here into the city of Newark. And we would like to thank Forward Ever for introducing the model here in the city. So as a local anchor and committed partner, Prudential is really happy to be a sponsor. We are committed to this work. We see this as a reflection of existing initiatives like our Live Higher Buy work that the mayor is spearheading in the city. And we are hoping that businesses will sign up, that residents will take advantage of this great opportunity, and that this will be the first of many things that speak to the city's ongoing emergence and renaissance. So thank you again.
Thank you, Shanae. So when I first got to Newark, one of the first nonprofits that I met was the Forward Ever Sustainable Business Alliance. And I learned that they are the chapter, the first urban chapter of the Business Alliance for Local Living Economies, also known as BALLY. BALLY is a national movement I was actually involved with and helped start the Brooklyn chapter many years ago. So I felt like this was a sister organization. Karen has grown to become a sister friend, very much like-minded. She leads in this space with authenticity and genuinely wants us to really be thinking about how we support local living economies. That's not just one piece. That's thinking about businesses. That's thinking about people. That's thinking about sustainability. I truly admire the work that she does. I'm proud to sit on her board. Karen Brown-Stavell, can you please join us?
Thank you. I want to first thank Prudential for just always having our back and being right there in the forefront to support all things local. I want to thank Aisha. As she said, we have grown to be sister friends. But more importantly, I want to thank our founder, Kimberly Williams, who was the founder of Forward Ever and who has given me the space and the grace to grow and to lead this organization. So thank you for believing in my leadership. And I want to say thank you to our entire board and to, of course, the mayor and any other elected officials that are here. We are so honored and humbled to have been doing this work for the last 5 years. We started in 2012 when there wasn't a voice or a place or a space for small local businesses to come and network and to talk about their opportunities, their challenges. And we gave them that space in our little small place there at the Dryden Mansion. And from there, we grew into creating over a dozen collaborations like we did with this particular program in Shop Newark. Our overall goal, and I'm going to cheat and look at my notes a little bit too, we've hosted over 70 events in collaboration with over a dozen local community-based organizations, business improvements districts, and the whole purpose of this is to support small businesses so that they can compete, grow, and create jobs. We all know that 2 out of 3 new jobs that are created by small local businesses. And what we want to do is talk about bringing these businesses together so that we can also create legacy and create equity. Localism is about empowering small businesses, and at its core is a vehicle to rebuild the economy from the ground up to advance economic and environmental sustainability, resilience, and inclusion. And we want the dollars that stay in the community, that support schools, police, ambulances, the fire department, cultural institutions, and green spaces. Our recent collab to host this to bring Shop Newark to Newark has been a wonderful 2-year journey. We were able to pass an ordinance in collaboration with NCEDC and the City of Newark. And with this program, we're going to offer businesses the opportunity to be in community again together, to be marketed through this very robust program that we're pulling together. And we're offering renters, property owners, obviously, commuters, visitors alike, to join the program, support, be intentional about how we spend our money. Support these businesses, and I guarantee you, if you're intentional, the average rebate is around $300 to $400, but if you're really intentional, it could be $700 or $800, and that goes. Hopefully, you'll reinvest back into the economy. We created a calculator in collaboration with Taproot Foundation, sponsored through an initiative with Prudential, where we determined that if we could shift $1,500 of spend of 1,000 people, we could infuse $6 million back into our local economy within 3 years. So that $6 million is a game changer. And so I want to sort of make a call to action to encourage all businesses, whether you're brick and mortar, a digital business. If you're in Newark, New Jersey, come join the program. It's $10 a month. You'll be marketed. Everyone will know your name. And so I will end by saying, eat, play, stay, shop Newark.
You should have ended by saying the numbers don't lie. That's the impact. That's precisely why the city wanted to get behind this and support this initiative. So thank you, Karen. At this point, I'd like to introduce Joe DeFalco from FinCredit. They are kind of the behind-the-scenes engine that's powering this program, both in Newark and then all over the state. They've just been a tremendous partner. I know it's been a heavy lift and quite a beast. We are big, so we want to go big. But thank you so much for your patience, and if you can offer a few words.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Karen. Couldn't have said that better myself. We are all for local economy. We all like people to spend in town and help the local community grow. Newark is unbelievable. Karen was unbelievably pushing this program. We are super excited being in Newark. We are administering the program in about 23 townships in New Jersey, and Newark is the biggest one. And we have lots of high hopes, and I'm sure we will not be really disappointed. And I also want to thank the mayor for being behind this program and the whole administration. I think it will be successful, tremendously successful. Thank you very much.
So, like I said before, as the city grows and we're undergoing this renaissance, the mayor pushes us constantly to be thinking about programs, initiatives, efforts that we should be making to make sure that it's as inclusive and as equitable as possible. There is no success if that is not at our core. So I do consider it an honor and privilege to serve under our mayor, Raz J. Baraka.
Thank you. I want to thank, obviously, Smitty and Mose allowing us to be in this space. Of course, it is very appropriate that we're here. Prudential, of course, for always being here with us, making sure that Newark is moving forward. And they have always been beside us, especially since I've been here, to help us move our agenda forward. And this is the right place for them to be at the right time, for them to be here. I like Forward Ever. I like the name Forward Ever. I like everything Forward Ever. But you know, I think it's an awesome idea, and I want to thank Karen, not just for her commitment, but her persistence to make sure we got to this finish line. And I know there's been times that she's been frustrated and other things that have been going on, obstacles that needed to be removed. She stayed with us until we got it done. And I want to thank Aisha, who, of course, we couldn't have got it done if she wasn't there. So we are so grateful for NCEDC and for her leadership and for the work that she's doing to make sure that there's serious implementation around the ideas that we talk about over and over and over again. Somebody has to actually take the ball into the end zone, and I thank God for the work Aisha is doing. This is an incredible program because while we talk to everybody else to invest in the city of Newark, we have to get Newarkers to do the same, right? While we get the businesses, the corporate partners and the anchor institutions to invest in our city, to buy local, to increase their procurement, we have to get the residents to choose to go to Newark, right? We have to first develop the businesses, and we've done that. NCEDC, EHD, everybody has pushed so we can grow and have a robust small business kind of market here in the city where businesses are coming, where they're growing, where they're developing. Now we have to get the residents to invest their dollars in the city where they live and not take all their money outside of the city of Newark, but spend it right here in this community. I think Karen said it very eloquently, so that we can begin to hire, public service folks, public safety officials, fix roads, build parks, all the other kind of things that we do in our city, and keep the taxpayers' tax base as low as possible, but get them to spend that money in the city at the same time. This is an opportunity to do that, to get you a tax rebate just so you can shop around the corner from where you live. I think it's an awesome idea. We're glad to be a part of it. And I already know it's going to be successful So congratulations to everybody who thought of this. Congratulations to all of the people who took it down the field. And congratulations to all of the Newark residents that are going to get that money back for participating in this program locally and help our city to continue to grow. Thank you.
So during lunch, Smitty and Mo's is usually packed. There's usually a line. So we're going to end our program. We will encourage you to buy something before you head out. Support local business. Our official launch will be this June. Right now, between today and June, we are actively enrolling businesses. So like Karen said, this is a call for businesses. Thank you all for coming out.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. Is there an example? You said 23 different townships. Can you talk about a success story in one of those townships where this has already been implemented?
Sure. The first town implemented was Marlboro, New Jersey, Monmouth County, where we had in the last 4 years since we started the program about $3.6 million spent inside Marlboro through all the businesses that participated into the program. I can tell you that Mayor Hornick, the mayor of Marlboro, the first year, he saved about $2,000 on his tax bill. And we're just asking residents to keep on doing whatever they're doing. Local shop, you know, if you have to do your hairstyle and the hair salon accepts the shop Newark, just go there and get your rebate on your tax dollars. We don't ask residents to do anything else but keep the money inside the town. That's the only way.
Does this go toward, say you live in Union and you work in Newark and you want to do shopping in Newark, does that help people that commute or anybody?
They will get a rebate check. So
to anybody?
anybody that registers to the program.
They can also join the shop.
Yeah, they can also. We also have the same program in Union, by the way. So it's VIP Union. Yes.
How much on average does someone have to spend locally in order to get that roughly $300-400 rebate?
Well, see, it's all up to the business what kind of rebate they're going to give back. It's a reward program, really. Instead of doing coupons, we ask them to do this rebate. So if, let's say, a place like this will give 10% back, and they come here and they spend, excuse me, $20 for lunch, $2 will go back on their property tax. So the more they spend, the more they get back. The more they patronize the Shop Newark shops, the more they will get back. That's the beauty of this program.
And Aisha, can you just speak to the types of businesses you're hoping to recruit into the program?
Small, mom and pop shops, locally owned businesses. And to your question before, the point is for you, even if you don't live in Newark, to stay here, right? So rather than going out in Union after work, we want you to go out in Newark after work, right? So anything that's small, locally owned is the goal of the program.